Welcome back. So when you write code anywhere, when you write code, you should sometimes go back and look at your code and see if there's anything you could refactor. And right now I've made a lot of mess here. I have two current users. Let's just remove one of them. And I have a current user 2 here. Let's get that out of the way and let's update this guy right here. So I'm pretty much just cleaning up my code here. Here's another issue. I have is authenticated twice. Let's get out of the old one out of the way. Don't keep code in there that you outcomment. There's a reason you outcomment it. You're never going to use it again. So as soon as you feel like it, get it out of the way. Now I'm pretty satisfied with this class. I could add some comments, but I'm just lazy right now. Not good practice loss, but that's how it is. So inside the toolbar, I actually know there's an error. How do I know that? Well, if I go here to the compiler, I can see top toolbar line 36. There's an error. So let's go to line 36 here. There we have it. The problem here is that we're getting the current user right now, but in the old code, the current user was actually an Firebase auth state, but now it's actually a real user. Now this might cause some other issues. We'll figure those out. But inside the top toolbar component, we just need a user right now. That means that now we actually have all the information about the user, like the display name, all the other information that we missed out on earlier, so we can change our toolbar and make it look cooler. Go and do that yourself. I don't want to do it right now. Now let's have a look in here if we're actually calling something that the user does not have that we're trying to display. We're actually only showing the email, so that should be available inside, and remember that's the email is actually inside the profile right now. So now we have the email available again. Okay, and the rest of it is if there is a user or not a user, that will still be the same. So let's see if the toolbar is still there. Let's just go back. The toolbar is still there, and we even have the beautiful drop down here. Good. Another thing that I noticed when I was in here is actually I have two places here where I don't unsubscribe. Now remember that we're actually listening for servers here, so it's important that we unsubscribe. So I'm going to make a logout sub here, logout sub, and that's going to be a subscription like this, right? And I'm just going to set this equal to that subscription like this. And of course I need this like this. So there we go. Now we have a logout sub. I also saw another one down here, which is the one we just used, was the current user sub. Now, stuff like this, you need to make sure, I would almost say it's better that you are you're doing this more than you actually need, than you do it less, because you'll get memory leaks and it'll destroy your application. So if your application starts acting weird, getting slow, then that might be the problem. Now I add an ng on destroy up here, like this, and then I added down here the ng on destroy, right? And of course you need to import. I did that. You need to import the on destroy to actually make that work, and it's up here, right? So now on destroy, all I want to do is pretty much just say these two guys that I just created. Let me just set this down here, like, well, let me just set this down here, like on the on init. I want to also do this with this current. There we go. What I want to do is pretty much just say this.logout subscription dot unsubscribe, and the same one for this dot current user subscription unsubscribe. Now I'm sure that these guys are gone when we actually log out. I want another check that I like doing is just making sure that they actually exist. So I'm just saying if they are actually there, then unsubscribe. So I know this might be overkill, but it's better to be safe than sad. I think that's how it goes, the phrase. So we'll just make the test right here that it actually exists. So now at least I'm safe, right? It might fail, but I'm safe. So now that we have that out of the way, let's see if we can go into /users again. That looks fine. Can we do a create? That looks fine. Can we do open our dialog? That looks fine. It seems that we are pretty much on a good, in a good place again. We can do a lot more refactoring. I just want to just give you guys a small idea about what we need to keep focus on. See you in the next lesson where we'll just have more fun. Bye bye.